Hello, truckers, and welcome back to Alaskan Road Truckers. So we're down in Palmer, and I got ourselves a job. We got to go pick it up. But a couple things before we get started. Someone did show me or explain to me in the comments on how to drop the winter coat right down here. Yeah, if I could actually read, that would help. T to drop items, and yep, my winter coat is now gone, so that's all set in a way. I think it was still working, the winter coat, but now it's gone. Another question was asked just recently. It did happen to me. They were having trouble with the manual, being a manual gearbox. And I had my game on manual and the game updated. And when I went back in after a while, just make sure you go to settings, gameplay. You may have already checked this. Just make sure your gearbox is set to manual, because mine got reset one time and went right back to automatic. So just double check to make sure it's on manual. If it's still not working, I'm not sure on how to correct that issue currently for you, but just definitely make sure it's on manual. Let's jump into our truck here, and let's go pick up our load. We are going to Coldfoot today. At least that's the plan. All right, so we got that on here. Let's turn on the dash lights. I think they were still on. Interesting. The heater, it's 26 degrees out, and looks like we were fine on that. Lights are on. Those are high beams. Those are off. So must be I left my lights on at the end of the last episode. But that's fine. I think we're all set here. Let's go ahead and let's giddy up on out of here. I think there's no car behind me. Famous last words, right? And away we go. So off to Coldfoot we go. But first, let's go pick up our load. Is it showing me where I need to go here? Wait, no. Why are you showing me way up there? That's not where I need to be going. I think it was here. Coldfoot. Why has it got me going up there? I need to be going here. Interesting. Alright, so GPS was all screwed up again. Let me turn around here. Ooh. Almost ran into that, maybe a light pole? Always double check your GPS, I guess. And lights here, we don't obey the lights in Alaska. At some point, they're probably going to get to be like ATS and ETS2, to where that will be a fine and penalty. Alright, so I think this is where we actually dropped off our load at the end of the last episode. And I think the office is right next to us, so let's go ahead and park here. Jump on out. Yeah, I need to start making the bucks again. We're down to about 35,000. Right, hopefully I'm at the right place. Coldfoot, gas and go. That's what we want to. We're going to bring in 7,000 for it. Let's go ahead and accept that job. Thank you very much. All right, there is our trailer. I'm going to bring up the mirrors here. So I'm trying to use the mirrors now instead of using third person. Although with the mirrors, it seems a little framey when I do that, but almost dead center. Alright, handbrake. I'm in neutral. Let's get rid of the mirrors. And out the door we go. Alright, lock in the kingpin. Let's jump up here. Grab the further cord first. And we'll grab this one here. step on down. And let's go ahead and bring the legs up, and we could get on the road. Yeah, the job search was a little difficult, even though I turned off the ones like 5-star reputation, Class D, Class H, and even though I turned those off, it was showing me those jobs anyways. Let's see if GPS... No, I hate when I do that. Set default route. And let's see, that should be going all the way up to Coldfoot. Looks like it is. Alright, so I think we're all set here. Why is it in neutral? I shifted to 5th gear. There we go. Round and around we go. Let's get out of town here and get on the road. I need to start taking my corners a little bit slower than I have been. 772 miles, so we got quite a track ahead of us. But as long as we don't stop for any red lights and just keep on going on through, we'll get there at a reasonable time. All the shifting gears, I just did the ATS video, so trying to get used to the gears where they need to be. Truck seems to be getting up to speed rather well so far today. Even though we got ourselves the Class 2 truck with more horsepower, it does seem getting to top speed struggles more, so it might be the gearbox that's in here. I don't know if we have a choice to customize our trucks, anything like that, or if they're going to plan to do that in the future. We should be fine on energy, food, our health is looking good. The truck is full of fuel, so I think we're going to get up to Coldfoot without having to stop anywhere. And of course, yep, just passing everyone that we can. I hope they do keep on working with the AI traffic. If they get the AI traffic moving at a more reasonable pace, I think it'll be a much better simulator for us. Get up this hill here. $25, not a problem, so I can't go faster than that up that hill. We always get told, never pass on a blind corner, and that's what I'm doing. So we'll probably get there just after sunset. We're almost into summer. So maybe I'll get there actually before sunset. Summer in Alaska, depending on roughly where you're at, the sun never really sets. But as we see in the winter months, we do see the daylight hours are longer than what they probably should be. Uh-oh, I just jackknifed, not hijacked. You gotta be careful going around those corners. Now I am kind of curious. It said roadblock, but I did not see one. So did one appear on the map? Yeah, right down here. Right down there. I wish it wouldn't tell you about obstacles and road unless it's the road that you're going to be on. Kind of interesting that I jackknife going around that corner. Road conditions are dry. And I think the tires that I got on here are pretty darn good in dry conditions. But luckily, somehow the trailer didn't completely jackknife on the truck. And it didn't push us around to where I ran into anything either. Trying to remember if there is a cop in town here. I don't know why that pickup truck just stopped right there. Oh, there's a cop here. What's the speed limit? 25. Doing 30. I think that's slow enough. Apparently it is. I don't know what the leeway is with the cops yet in Alaskan road truckers. But it's more than 10%. Yeah, everyone's gonna wait for me, I hope. Cop car there, and I don't know what their range is either, but I don't think it's too far. So I think we're far enough out of their zone that we can just go ahead. Well, speed limit's up to 55 now. Really takes down your speed just by going around a corner and going uphill a little bit. I gotta start telling myself this is not Cannonball Run. We're not racing across the country in an 18-wheeler. We just got to get to the delivery there in the time that it shows that we have to get it there in. Oh, I just saw that truck there. This ain't good. Yeah. 2% damage. After I just said I shouldn't be rushing to get there. I try to pass on the corner where I shouldn't be trying to pass. .2%'s not that bad. It's not going to hurt our reputation that much. Although in this game, I'm not quite sure I understand the reputation. We seem to be stuck on 4 stars, even though most of the time we do a delivery, I'm at 5-star reputation. I just can't get it above the 4 stars. We haven't been late for a delivery yet. It's going to happen someday. And I'm going to see if next time, if I can get a delivery from Coldfoot, and we'll take, I'm assuming the ferries at this point, across the ice roads. I mean, we're not going to profit too well on those trips anyways, but it'd be nice to just give it a try and show it off what it is like to take the ferries, I guess. I haven't taken them personally. I'm just going on by the comments that I've seen when I ask if there are ferry rides that we can actually take. So, you know, I also would be a bit surprised if I get there and I can't take the ferries at all, but I have no idea. A lot of green pickup trucks right in that general area. 2 in front and 1 coming from the opposite direction. Passing on a hill. Can't help myself. I gotta pass AI traffic. One of these days I will I will actually slow down. So at some point I do got to find a winter coat for the upcoming winter. I know it sounds kind of weird saying that, but I think it's about 4 days per season. And we are coming up on summer, so that means in about 8 working days we'll be back into the winter months. So yeah, finding a winter jacket would be good. I guess we are now in Paxson. Kind of looking forward to getting the hospital transportation unlocked. I would assume that would pay just a little bit better than other cargo. But it's going to be a while before we get there. I got to get 2 more skill points. One of the questions I keep getting asked often enough is, are there going to be more roads for the map? And currently I don't know. I hope there are going to be more roads up here. I kind of would have liked it if they expanded this a little bit more rather than just Alaska. Maybe if they included parts of Canada at the same time would have been great. But maybe that'll be for futures content. On the front of the hood, it almost seems like we're flying through here. Yeah, seeing that the river down here is not frozen, I assume the ice roads are not frozen either. One would assume that. I'm still trying to figure out the AI traffic. Seems like every intersection they kind of get to, they do slow down a little bit. Sometimes they do come to complete stop as well. So there's an obstacle on the road somewhere, and it might be me. I did see the oncoming car, but the problem is I was also trying to slow down and not rear end the car in front of us. And we managed somehow. The only obstacle on the road that I can manage to deal with right now are the trees. But at least with the trees, we do get the experience. With the avalanches that we had throughout the winter, I did not see the experience go up anywhere. I hope that gets addressed, because having to wait 3 hours to clear out an avalanche and not getting no XP from it kind of sucks. Should be approaching Fairbanks here pretty soon. Just keeping my eyes peeled for a tree in the road. I think that was a section that could have a tree down. Would be kind of cool to deliver something to the military base to the right hand side. Maybe that is the thing, but I just don't have the license to be able to do that yet. That might be the one after the hospital. So the hospital or medical is class H. I think class I might be the military one. Currently on the outskirts of Fairbanks. We're going to kind of go around the outskirts of Fairbanks to get up to Coldfoot. Don't think we'll be going past any cops, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about my speed limit. Whoa, don't stop that short of the stoplight, dude. Yeah, I'll just go around here like this. Now we should be heading directly north at this point. Just another 300 miles to go, so we've already done, what, 450, somewhere around there. Round and round we go on these roads. Not many roads here stay straight for a long period of time. Coldfoot might be, that store up there might be a place I can get a jacket, winter jacket. I just like to know what I did with my winter jacket throughout last winter to where it wore down like that. Once this truck does get up to its top speed of about 60 miles an hour, it does pretty well keeping or maintaining speed. Still, every time I hear that dinging sound, pretty much tell me the speed limit has changed for where I'm at. I just feel like I'm on an airplane. Now, if we can't get a delivery from Coldfoot across the ice roads, or they're not ice roads anymore, it's interesting. That truck is actually in the wrong lane. But if we can't get a trip, you know, over the ice roads, we'll try to go up to Prudhoe Bay, all the way north. There's the Alaskan pipeline. Almost 7 o'clock in the evening and the sun is still up in the sky, as we can see. Probably got another few more hours before it sets, and we should be done with our delivery by then, I would hope. Yeah, I kind of forget our driver gets tired even though he's got still more than, we're sitting at what, 40% energy, 30, 40%? So I'll probably sleep in Coldfoot overnight. This is actually probably the best road to take if you just want to get a lot of miles in. Not going through a lot of towns, of course. My eye out for oncoming traffic. I'm pretty sure we passed that truck by now. Got just another 100 miles to go. Truck got a little loose right there, a little sideways, which is very interesting because I've been around sharper corners going faster. Almost like I went over an ice patch or something. Which is still possible because it's still below freezing. And in another 50 miles, we will be there. I'm noticing the AI traffic hasn't turned on their lights yet. I didn't see that car in like the last second. They don't have their lights on, at least not from what I can tell. The one thing I'll have to be careful about, if I go into that parking lot, got to make sure I go around that stone they got stuck on. That wonderful day of driving that I had, where we pretty much delivered a trailer that was at 0%. as the sun sets. Well, that's the free parking over there. I'm going to assume that's the pull-in parking. And I'm going to guess this is the back-in parking. I don't know where the big rock is. I mean, there's rocks everywhere here. I don't like backing up with these mirrors because the frame rate in the mirrors is terrible. Not doing a good job of getting myself squared up here. There we go. Put her in neutral. Get the parking brake on. Calm down, dude. You're done for the day. Other than disconnecting the trailer and collecting your pay. You're all set. The red one first. Disconnect the kingpin. Let's go up and see the office manager. Or at least go to the office. I don't know if it's the actual manager, but let's go ahead and complete our delivery here. Cargo penalty of $8.48, but we still got a good reputation of 5 stars. So, but overall, my rating is not going up too well. Quest complete. So if I go into here, yeah, we're just sitting at 4 stars. I can't get it. At one point, we were at like 4.5. We just can't get up there that much higher. Where is... Yeah, trucker license H allows taking medical transportation. And then, oh, license E allows taking military transport. All right, so it's H and E, and that's D. Okay. Trying to get them straightened out. But we will need 2 points for that, and we are ways off on getting that far. Let's head on over to the store here. And I'm just going to run inside and see if they got a winter jacket. I think I'm all set on everything else. Shop here. Radiator cover. Looks like you got a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, but I don't see nothing there for a winter jacket. I mean, this stuff is kind of important, but I can't click on that. Jugs. I'm sure. Suitable farming. Do you have any good ideas for reading material, sir? I'm done for the day. I need to go back into my cab, and I need some reading material to help me fall asleep. Any suggestions? No? Alright, didn't think so. Over here, we'll just double check. I mean, it's all food. Should I get myself a pizza for a meal? We'll do that. That way we're not using what's in the truck. So, no winter jackets here. Pretty much all the same stuff from one side to the other. Can I go through here? That looks like a warehouse, but nothing I can really get to. Well, no winter jacket here. Maybe I should fuel up. I think maybe I'll fuel up when I leave in the next morning. I could go stay at the hotel, but you know what? That'll cost me money, I'm sure. But anyways, that's what we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Alaskan Road Truckers. But until then, have a good one. No alcohol in this area. Well, that's a bummer.